Well, I knew starting out in high school that I was pretty good with math, science, and those type of classes. And I was at around the same time, my sister just got married to her, still her husband, and he was an engineer and he worked at Cummins, and then told me a little bit about what he did. So, and I really liked it, so I decided I wanted to be an engineer. So from then on forward, I went through high school. When I started looking for colleges, I was like, "Oh, where's a good engineering school?" I'm like, "Oh, there's Rose-Hulman. It's just 2 hours away from where I live. I mean, that would be perfect." So I just went there, and I realized that I could run there, and it seemed to be a perfect fit.
And you've had a lot of success running so far. You were the individual conference champion last year. What kind of pressure and opportunity does that give going into this week's meet?
Well, pressure and opportunity. You're right. It's a lot of pressure because last year I did win the title, but it's a lot of pressure because I have to try to live up to that again. Even though I do think that I'm progressing as the best that I can, it's still competition's changing, rapidly changing. I can't predict what it's going to be year to year, or if I will be up to par year to year. But all I can do is try my best for it. And but been really amping up the training, trying to stay as smart as I can with it, so I can come back and be as efficient and be effective for the.
And you're an individual, but it's a team sport. Talk about that dynamic of, being an individual and a key individual, but knowing you're part of a greater team trying to win the conference championship this weekend.
That's very true. Last year we lost a lot of great leaders. Our senior class was very large. They were a huge influence on the rest of the team. But this year we kind of lacking in that aspect, but I think we're starting to build that back up. We're really starting to come together, and everything's starting to come together, and we're starting to run really well as a team. We're starting to run practices well together and starting to really build off of each other. We're starting to make a more cohesive unit instead of a bunch of individual parts like we had previously, in my opinion.
You look back, your Rose-Hulman experience has been a few years now. It started, or one of the early things was a trip to the national championships. How does that experience from going to nationals even help you today as you're getting ready for the Heartland Conference Championship?
Well, for a national meet, that's probably the most stressful meet, most stressful meet that you can be at. So in that comparison, I see conference. I mean, although it is a very high-profile meet, it's nothing like the environment that was like at nationals or the pressure that was on us. I mean, we're on more of an even playing field with our competitors. We're not as it doesn't seem as overwhelming as the national meet did. So it's very calming, or not. It's more calming to know that I'm at the conference meet, and that it's a little bit more familiar, a little bit more in my comfort zone. So it's just kind of soothing to know that I've had that experience with something that's, in my opinion, more stressful. And then coming here, then it helps me focus a little bit better.
And what do you think the key is for Rose-Hulman's success, whatever that might end up being at this week's conference meet?
We have to stay focused. What we're having trouble with right now is there's a lot of minor aches and pains, and people are getting discouraged from that, but they really need to stay focused, and if they just go through all their exercises that they need to do, stretch, get everything done that they need to, then they'll be fine for the conference.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.